Over 7 seasons, Buffy's relationship with the vampire Spike was one of the most significant dynamics in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, although the Buffy and Spike romance wasn't meant to be endgame. Joss Whedon's supernatural drama became a cult classic, with so many legendary moments and great character arcs. Buffy the Vampire Slayer followed a girl who was gifted superhuman traits so she could fight vampires and other monsters, but the show was also a coming-of-age story, following Buffy and her friends as they experienced many of life's rites of passage, including falling in love. Buffy only seriously dated 3 people on the show, 2 of them vampires. Spike is one of her most debated love interests, and he started off as a big bad. Despite turning good after getting his soul back and becoming a fan-favorite character, he still had a lot of flaws that prevented Buffy from fully trusting him. Although Buffy had many good, and bad, moments with Spike, her heart always belonged to Angel, her first love, and her torrid affair with Spike was never meant to last. Season 2-4, Buffy and Spike are enemies. Spike was initially a villain. Spike, formerly known as William the Bloody, was a notoriously feared vampire who was originally a big bad. His history saw him in England, where he met the vampire trio of Angelus, Darla, and Drusilla, and it was here that Drusilla turned him, making her his forever. He was introduced in Buffy the Vampire Slayer in Season 2, when he arrived in Sunnydale with Drusilla and set his sights on Buffy. In the first seasons, Buffy and Spike remained mortal enemies, with Spike looking to kill another Slayer he previously killed too. In 1900, Spike killed the Slayer Xian Rong during the Boxer Rebellion, although she gave him the scar above his eye that he became known for. In 1977, Spike killed the Slayer Nikki Wood and took her black leather coat, which he continued to wear after that, almost as a trophy. This then led him to his third Slayer, Buffy. When Spike first arrived in School Hard, it was to see if the Hellmouth could help a weakened Drusilla while setting his sights on Buffy to add to his kill count. Seasons 2-4 featured many confrontations between them. This included after Angel lost his soul again and rejoined Drusilla and Spike with the intent of destroying Buffy. Here, Spike admitted that Buffy was stronger than most expected and tried to convince Angel that playing mind games with her was a mistake. This is also when Spike agrees to team up with Buffy to stop Angelus from ending the world, but Spike ultimately runs from the battle and Sunnydale. This all culminates in Season 4, when the Initiative captures Spike and forcibly implants him with a microchip preventing him from attacking Buffy or other humans. This leads him to become an ally to Buffy and her friends, the Scooby Gang. This was also when Willow accidentally cast a love spell on Buffy and Spike, which hinted at things to come. Season 5, Spike pines for Buffy. He also almost sacrifices himself to protect Dawn, out of love for Buffy. After becoming a part of the team in Season 4, and still having the Initiative's chip, Spike realized early on in the season that he was in love with Buffy after a passion-fueled dream. Fighting together had gotten them closer, and they started to trust each other. Although Buffy doesn't reciprocate Spike's feelings, Spike's transition in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is obvious as he starts helping out more and even supports Dawn when she discovers her true origins. Spike, at this time, became obsessed with Buffy and even created a shrine to her. Things go badly when Drusilla returns and comes for Spike. When she learns Spike is now in love with Buffy, she kidnaps the Slayer and reveals the shrine Spike built for her. Spike offers to kill Drusilla to prove his love, but Harmony saves Drusilla, and they leave. Buffy then revokes Spike's invitation into her home and destroys the shrine, and it looks like things are ending between them. Season 5 is a turning point in their relationship, as Spike becomes a comfort to Buffy after Joyce unexpectedly dies. He stepped in when he was needed the most. He kept her secrets, especially with Dawn, and tried to become someone she could love. After Spike makes the poor decision to create a Buffy bot, he proves his loyalty by almost dying to protect Dawn's identity as the key to glory, and Buffy kisses him in gratitude. Season 6, the pinnacle of Buffy and Spike's dysfunctional relationship. Buffy gives into the relationship to make herself feel. When Season 6 started, Buffy was dead, but her friends resurrected her and tore her away from heaven and eternal peace. Her behavior changed completely, yet Spike was there for her, as he was the only person she could confide in about her unhappiness. Their relationship evolved as they had sex together, but their dynamics continued to be toxic to one another, as they often physically fought before making love. Buffy was always ashamed of herself because of their relationship, but she continued with it anyway, while Spike hoped she would start loving him. Buffy ends their relationship after Riley returns to town. She finally admits that she needed to sort out her problems and that she never loved Spike. He's heartbroken and sleazoed with Anya, who was also sad after Xander left her at the altar. Buffy finds out, and she's disappointed. But everything changes for the absolute worst when Spike sexually assaults Buffy in her home after she breaks up with him for good.